Good morning, everybody. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I wanted to jump on. I wanted to give everybody an update. A couple of different updates on different dogs, different situations. I am here at Mills Pond in Wilton Manors, where our rescue dog, Blanche, had gotten away from her owners that adopted her a year ago. We rescued Blanche from the Miami-Dade Kill Shelter, and she was adopted. They took her to a soccer game on July 3rd, and it was an enclosed area, completely chain-linked, fenced in. They walked her around the perimeter as they take her everywhere and do everything with her. They go kayaking, they go camping. They made a big mistake, and they took her leash off, and she got spooked by a firework on the 3rd of July, and she dug out under the fence within seconds, and she went into the woods. The woods are never ending. I'm just driving around. The girls are in the woods, in the marshes, where we were yesterday all day. It was not a pretty sight. It was over 90 degrees. It is swampy. It is mucky. We had a nice search team yesterday. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out. I was out there in the woods with the girls. Rubber boots, got stuck in the muck. Landed flat on my ass. Everybody was almost ready to pass out from heat exhaustion, and we were drinking tons of water. Every bone in my body is killing me today. I have blisters all over my feet. I want to say thank you to Jamie Katz for coming out with her tracking dogs, Fletcher and Gable, Sabrina. Just my amazing team that came out and are still out here right now searching still. They've set up a little charcoal grill. They are cooking hot dogs and hamburgers and trying to get the smell. Maybe she'll come out of the woods where she entered on the 3rd in the evening. She's been missing since the 3rd all night. We were here all day yesterday, back again today. It was a horror show, to say the least. This is not a celebration, in my opinion, of the 4th of July. The fireworks that were going off, all of our dogs were medicated. They were shaking, trembling. It is not an enjoyable holiday any longer. It's a war zone. I'm just disgusted. No sleep. Worrying about Blanche, worrying about everybody else's dogs, seeing the numbers of dogs that are missing, that ran away due to the fireworks. Blanche could be anywhere at this point. She could be hiding in the marshes. People were saying don't yell her name. Okay, so now they're not yelling her name. They're just walking through quietly. A couple people called me and said they saw a dog. It was not a dog, unfortunately. I appreciate it, but it was people in the woods. You saw black shirts. People were crouched down. It was not a dog. There was, it's just a nightmare. We don't know. We're just looking. We're searching. We're continuing our search. In the interim, I had Zoe pick up 2 dogs. One of my supporters called me while I was out here searching, telling me that he found 2 dogs that were abandoned in Hialeah, Miami, with a pink frickin' blanket and food and water, and left their dogs in a parking lot. So I begged him to take them home and bring them home and keep them overnight. I had Zoe go and pick up the 2 dogs. She did a video. It was a bad connection. She will do another one. To update on the 2 little dogs that were dumped in a parking lot. What the hell is wrong with people? What has happened to humanity? I just cannot even make sense of it any longer. To be honest with you, I can't. I'm going gonna stop and pull over for a second. See what's going on here. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna show you guys, not that it even matters at this point, but right here to the right of me, I'll pull up here. Right here to the right of me, in front of me now, this is the soccer field. Okay, this is where Blanche was completely, as you can see, which the girls thought was fence, which it was not. And all the way to the very, very back, where you see all those bushes, those large, that forest of marsh and muck, swamps and canals and water. She was at the very end, back at the far right corner, to the right of me over here, behind the white soccer nets, is where she was, and she dug out and she went into the woods. Yesterday when we arrived, there were some men fishing on the far left corner of all these woods by a lake, and in the woods they saw her come out. They described her black with a white face, and she went back in. That's where we spent most of our day searching. Then we got word, if it can't get worse, we got word that there was sighting of a dog all the way far down this road. There's a bunch of yellow swing sets kind of far down the end of that road here, that there was a dog sighting, and it was not her. Apparently there's another dog in the woods, and it's a brown pit bull. So there are now, from what we're being told, not just Blanche, but a second dog. I did not see, hold on a second. I did not see any gators. That does not mean there are not gators in there. There were a lot of holes, big holes, which could mean snakes. I can tell you, when I was in the woods with Tiffany and I got stuck in the muck in my rubber boots, and I landed flat on my ass and my back and my head, and I couldn't get out, I panicked. And there were literally thousands and thousands of frickin' cockroaches crawling around me, and these crab things. So needless to say, it was not pleasant. We then did, which I lost battery power, so I didn't go live, but we then took Jamie's two dogs, both Gable and Fletcher, P.I. Jamie, Katz, and Sabrina, and we used her dogs for scent. And we walked outside the park. We walked around the neighborhood where they picked up scent, which led us back right into where she would be, so it was accurate. Then I asked Jamie at the end, her dogs were exhausted, panting. I asked her to just take a quick run, in which we did. We went over here, around the back part of the fence, through the bushes. There's a trail, walked all the way down to the very far end where she was seen, and one of her tracking dogs, Gable, definitely was fixated by the bushes where the men that were fishing said she came out and went back in. We cannot set up traps because there are so many raccoons and animals in the woods. We would have to stay out here 24/7 by the trap. I personally cannot do that. The park closes at 9 p.m., so that is not an option. And with her mommies out there, with them cooking, no yelling and screaming today, just quietly walking around. She could be hiding, she could be terrified, she could be running, she could be in a neighborhood, she could be in a million different places. The only saving grace is that, and she's probably starving and thirsty, the only saving grace is that she was wearing a collar with a tag. She is microchipped. I pray to God somebody sees her, finds her. She is very friendly with people. Yes, there is food. We are carrying food. Feeding stations are put out, and water. I don't know, guys. So I've just been driving. I wanted to update you all, so to let you know what was happening. It just seems like there's just always a freaking emergency, a fire drill. There's no peace. There's no break in rescue. And it's every holiday, every day. She's posted everywhere. She's posted, her photos are posted everywhere, with contact numbers. No, she did not go home. And we have to pick up our little Otis today. He's being released from the hospital. He's doing very well. The little dog that we rescued with the broken jaw that was hit by a car. So we are going to be picking him up sometime today and getting him to the rescue house. And as I stated, Zoe is with 2 new dogs that she picked up this morning. No, there's no more search dogs coming back. We are out here on foot. We are the search dogs. We are the search dogs. Jamie did what she could, and we are so grateful for that. So we are here now, and we're going to continue to do our searching, and all we can do is what we're doing, and pray to God. So that's pretty much it for my update for this morning. And it's not a feel-good day. It's not a feel-good day. So I want to thank all the volunteers. We had a nice handful of volunteers. I'm sorry, I'm really, really bad at names, and I got their names briefly. A code enforcement officer that follows us, thank you. It was wonderful meeting you, Robin, another one, and then our handful of our regulars, Tammy, Jan, Leslie, Carol, Lisa, Lori, Keith, Shelley, Natasha, Stacy, Gracie, Minda, who fostered Blanche, is out here right now and was out here yesterday. She's still here, out looking. And then Blanche's 2 mommies. So, and Tiffany. I don't know, guys. We're just going to keep searching. That's all I can tell you. So it's 10:51 and another day, another search. I'm asking everybody to please, please, please pray that we can find her safe. And as soon as I have any updates, please don't send me any messages asking me if we found her. I'm not going to be responding. All of our updates will be on the main page. So please just, if we have anything to update, we will update you. If we don't update, that means we're busy searching. Just please be patient. And please, dear God, say a prayer that we can find her. That's all I can say, and that she's alive and safe. That's my update. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida.